Today, I'm going to be talking about warning signs mom might be starving the breastfed baby. So, if you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that subscribe button. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. All right, so when a mother breastfeeds, she does not always know idea how much milk the baby needs or how much milk the baby ingests. Breast milk is best. That is what you hear from your doctor, from your mom, from their grandmother, from your friends. When a mother decides to breastfeed her baby, she is doing what is best for the baby and what is recommended by doctors. Breast milk provides certain nutrients that no formula can replace. And according to the World Health Organization, over 800,000 babies could be saved every year if all mothers breastfed them for at least 6 months. Mom may think that there is no health risk involved in breastfeeding, but that is incorrect. There are certain dangers involved with breastfeeding that simply do not exist when bottle feeding a baby. So, why not pump and bottle feed? Studies show feeding from the breast provide the greatest amount of nutrients to the baby rather than pumping and bottle feeding breast milk. However, when a mother breastfeeds, she has no idea how much milk the baby ingests. And that is the pointer that we're going to be talking about today, because when the baby latch on, she will suck a little and then she break because her mouth get tired. So we don't really know if the baby get the amount of ounces within the 15 minutes left breast and right breast. There are several factors a mother can evaluate to ensure her baby is receiving enough breast milk. The dangers of breastfeeding should not differ a woman from doing it. Be informed about the danger signs so action can be taken immediately rather than too late. So here I'm going to be listing 15 dangerous signs in a breastfed baby mom needs to be aware of. So, number 15, the shrunken spot on your baby head. So that's a soft spot. Babies are born with several soft spots called fontanelles on their head. These spots cause the baby's skull to be flexible enough to pass through the tight space in the mother's birth canal. Fontanelle also allow the brain to grow during the first year of your baby's life. You may have thought there was only one soft spot, but babies are born with soft spots on the top, back, and side of their head. These soft spots will curve in slightly, but should not be notable dipped into the head. If you see one of these soft spots shrunk or dipped into your baby's head, call your doctor immediately. A shrunken funnel is a dangerous sign of severe dehydration in a breastfed baby. 14. Baby isn't swallowing. Even though no one can see the breast milk going in the baby's mouth as it is feeding, there is a way to know the baby is actually receiving milk. Listen closely. You can hear the baby making a swallowing noise. Also, the baby will pause from suckling the nipple when they swallow. A baby will typically suck a few times, pause, swallow, pause, and suckle again. If baby is constantly suckling but not pausing to swallow, they are probably receiving little, if any, breast milk. This is a dangerous sign in a breastfed baby. Call your doctor or lactation specialist immediately. If your baby isn't receiving enough breast milk, it does not take long for them to become dehydrated. Number 13, dark color urine. No one wants to look into a dirty diaper, but it is important to track the baby's excrement to ensure they are getting enough breast milk. Since you can see breast milk going in, check to see what is coming out. If your baby have dark color urine, this is a dangerous sign that could mean your baby is dehydrated. They may be feeding at the breast but not getting enough fluid to function normally. Also, if you notice a strong odor is in your baby urine, see a doctor immediately. Dehydration in infant does not take long to have fatal effect. At this time, your child is going to be needing an IV fluid or going to be admitted at the hospital. Of the side of caution, and call your doctor if you see one of these dangerous signs. Okay, please. Number 12, under birth weight after 2 weeks. Even though jumping on the scale is not fun for adults, we get excited when seeing how much our bundle of joy has grown. Babies commonly lose 5 to 10% of their weight the first few days after birth. This weight should be regained within 2 weeks. If you aren't sure of how to check your baby weight, step on the scale alone, then step on the scale holding your baby and subtract the difference. The rough estimate of your baby's weight will let you know if they are growing at the expected rate. Also, be aware of your baby's clothes are fitting more loosely than before. If your baby is below their birth weight after 2 weeks, see a doctor immediately. They are not getting enough breast milk. Number 11, dry lips and skin. The outside of the body is a reflection of what is going on inside the baby's body. If you notice your baby has dry lips or skin, this is a sign of dehydration. Dry skin can be caused by numerous things. However, if the skin is dry and more wrinkled than normal, this is a dangerous sign. There is a quick dry skin test you can perform to see if your baby is dehydrated. Simply press the skin on your arm or legs gently. If the skin does not bounce back into its former position, your baby is dehydrated and need medical attention. Babies can die from dehydration in as little as 12 hours. So, do not delay in contacting your doctor. Dry skin and lips is a dangerous sign in breastfed babies. Number 10, the number of wet diapers. Count those wet diapers. The average baby will wet about 6 or more diapers a day. This proves your baby is getting enough breast milk. Poopy diapers will slow down around 6 weeks of age and become less regular. If your baby has went over 6 hours without a wet diaper, contact your doctor. This is a sign of dehydration, and it does not take long for it to seriously affect your baby. Since it is hard to remember all of the diapers you change throughout the day, keep a journal or tally of how many wet and spoiled diapers your baby produces to ensure they don't suffer from dehydration. Less than 6 wet diapers a day is a dangerous sign. Number 9, rapid breathing. The human body is very good at regulating itself. When the body detects not enough water in the system, it begins to modify to retain the water it has already. Blood vessel gets smaller and the heartbeat faster to keep the organs functioning on minimal water. This also cause you to breathe faster. Babies typically has irregular breathing during sleep. However, if you notice rapid breathing while the baby is awake and not crying, this is a dangerous sign of severe dehydration. Rapid breathing indicates the dehydration has been happening for several hours. The baby body is struggling to maintain its normal function. If your breastfed baby is breathing rapidly, contact your doctor immediately to seek treatment. Number 8. Shrunken eyes. 78% of baby's body is water. An adult's body is only 60% water. Therefore, babies require more fluid than adults. Also, dehydration occurs faster in the babies than adults. When the necessary amount of fluid is not ingested, the baby's body will preserve the water it has already by pulling it from organs such as the eyes. If you notice your baby have shrunken eyes or eyes bulging out of their socket, this is a sign of severe dehydration. Seek medical attention immediately if you notice this in your infant. Severe dehydration only takes hours to be fatal, so do not waste time contacting your doctor. Your baby will likely need IV fluid to bounce back. Shrunken eyes are dangerous signs. Number 7. Cry without tears. Newborn do not cry tears. It takes about 2 weeks on average for the tears duct to completely develop and be able to produce tears. Some infants take longer, but tears should be present no later than 2 months. If your infant has cried tears before but isn't crying tears now, this can be a dangerous sign in a breastfed baby. Crying without tears is an indicator of severe dehydration. The body is not allowing the water it has to go to the tear duct in order to conserve it for more important bodily function. If you notice your baby not producing tears when crying like they normally do, contact your doctor immediately. Your baby may need IV fluid immediately to reverse the dehydration. Tearless crying is a dangerous sign in a breastfed baby. Number 6. Dark or light color stool. Most of us avoid looking at poop at all costs. However, checking your baby poop can make all the difference if you are breastfeeding. Dark stool the first few days of life are common. This is called the meconium, and it is dark from all the fluid ingested while your baby was inside your stomach. Now that the baby is out, the stool should change from dark greenish tar to seedy yellow, and finally to a yellow-green mush. If your baby still has dark stool, this is a dangerous sign. Light color stool is also dangerous. If the poo is bright green or faulty, your baby is not feeding long enough to get the fat-filled milk at the end called hink milk. Fourth milk is lower calorie milk that comes first, but hint milk is necessary for proper development. Number 5. Sluggish behavior. A baby actively leveled will change throughout the day and over time as they grow. If you notice your baby is more sluggish than normal even after they have slept, this could be a sign of dehydration. Newborns have limited movement, but you will be able to see a visible change in the pace of those movements. Maybe they typically swing their arms widely, but now gradually lift them. If your baby is older and move more, these changes are much easier to see. The lack of normal amount of energy can also be visible in your infant eyes. If their eyes are half closed and react slowly to movements, call a doctor immediately to have your baby checked out. All right, because as I said before, these are dangerous signs in breastfed baby. Number 4, short nursing session. Since there is no need to wash bottles, warm milk, and fix a bottle, a mother is saving time by breastfeeding. However, this extra time should not lay idle. Use those extra minutes to monitor your baby nursing session. The average length of a nursing session should be about 20 to 45 minutes for a newborn. Did you guys hear what I said? 20 to 45 minutes you should breastfeed your baby. You can switch breasts during the session or alternate breasts between sessions. Set a timer on your phone or place an egg timer by the chair you sit in to breastfeed. Write down how long the baby eats, especially if it's less than 20 minutes. If your baby is eating less than 20 minutes, your baby is not getting enough breast milk. If this happens more than once, you should talk to your doctor or a lactation specialist immediately. Number 3, long nursing session. And my baby is awake. I'm going to break, feed her, and come back and finish the video. The baby stay on your bosom for an hour. You may be patting yourself on the back for how much milk your baby drank. However, this is not a time for celebration. Be concerned. Your baby's stomach is only the size of a cherry when she is born. By 1 month, your baby's stomach is the size of an egg. Their stomach would be overflowing if milk was ingested for an hour straight. Using this logic, the baby must not be getting enough, if any, breast milk. Otherwise, your baby would be vomiting from the excess milk in her tummy. You may not be producing milk at all, especially if you have had a breast reduction or PCOS. Contact your doctor if your baby feeds for more than 45 minutes at a time. Number 2, constant tantrum. When it's the normal amount of crying for a baby? Good question, right? It's all depends. All babies cry because that's their way of communication. So I don't understand why some people would say the baby is fussy, the baby is nothing is wrong with the baby. That is how the baby communicate. You just have to learn the different types of cry. However, if your baby is crying constantly for hours on end, there is a problem. It could mean that they are hungry and becoming dehydrated. If your baby is crying more than normal, or you are concerned with the amount of time they spend crying, contact your doctor to have them checked out. Babies use cry as an alert that something is wrong. If you have checked their diaper, fed them, and burped them, and there is another issue, that is causing your baby to be upset. Also, if your baby's cries sound odd, such as very high pitch or weak, muffled cry, something not right, call a doctor immediately. Number 1, fussy after feeding. A baby typically falls asleep after feeding. If you have breastfed your precious bundle for over 45 minutes and they are still fussy, something is absolutely wrong. Most breastfeeding session will last between 20 to 45 minutes each, but each baby is different. You know your baby's routine. If they eat longer than normal but still become fussy afterwards, you may not be producing enough breast milk. Babies need more ounce of milk as they grow, but some woman body cannot produce enough to sufficiently nourish older infants. If they are feeding for extremely long period of time and still being fussy, especially continuing to reach for the breast, contact your doctor or lactation specialist to ensure your baby is not becoming dehydrated. We've come to the end of our review, and I trust and hope that this information was important and will help you in some shape or form. So, as always, thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Please remember, leave me a comment, hit that like button, share the video to someone, and remember, subscribe to my channel. Have yourself a wonderful day.